Hello, my name is Sean, and today I'll be doing a tutorial on Simon Shrieks. So, this module has 3 stages, and for the first stage, it will flash 4 colors. And for each next stage, it will add 2 more colors, for a total of 8 colors flashing. So, right now what's flashing is cyan, green, blue, and magenta. All the colors are as follows: yellow, magenta, blue, white, red, green, cyan, and finally yellow. Excuse me there. So we have cyan, green, blue, magenta flashing. So we can type in cyan, green, blue, blue, magenta. Alright. Using the figure on the next page, find the 5x5 square corresponding to the color that flashed first. So, let's see. Using this, we gotta find the color that flashed first. Well, unfortunately, it doesn't flash by color. Actually, what it does, it flashes correspondent to this gray triangle. The gray triangle will point to one of these 7 colors. So, and then from that triangle, it goes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 clockwise. So cyan from this gray triangle, which is pointing at yellow, is 6 clockwise. So we put 6, and then since green is going down 1, this would be 5 clockwise. Next, blue is 2 clockwise from the triangle, and finally magenta is 1 clockwise from it. So we got 6, 5, 2, 1. So we would find 6. 6 is this square right here. And so we're going to use the center of that 5x5 square as our starting point. The rest of the colors, well, the rest of these numbers, we're going to use to make moves. For each color that follows, move towards the center of that color's 5x5 square. You can only move one space at a time. You move in the direction with the greatest amount of spaces between the center of the current position of your 5x5 square and the center of that color's 5x5 square, which I'll explain about. So here you are in this center, and we gotta go towards the 5 clockwise. The 5 clockwise is the one that goes kind of slanted from left to right. So we're gonna go towards this 5x5 square. So, it says move in the greatest amount of spaces. So, on the y-axis from this center to this center, it's a 0. But the x-axis of it, the difference of that, is 1, 2, 3. So, we can only move right, which we are going to move right. Next, we have 2. 2 is the little small dotted ones, these ones, this box right here. So from our current position to this center, which way are we going to move? Well, for the x-axis, we have 1, 2, 3, 4 away from the center, and the y-axis is a 1, 2, 3. So, in the case of this, we gotta move along the x-axis because the x difference is greater than the y difference. So because it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 4 is greater than 1, 2, 3, we gotta move the x distance, which is we're gonna move left, back here. And then finally 1. 1 is the solid bold line, right here. So we are 1, 2, 3 difference of a y-axis and 1, 2, 3 difference from the center of the x-axis. So they're both equal. What happens at that point? Well, except when the amount of spaces in both orthogonal direction, which is up, left, right, and down, is the same, at that point you would move diagonally. So in the case that both are equal distant from each other, we're going to move diagonal, which is right here. And this is our endpoint. So we have this new 5x5 square, which I'm going to use this right here. And what we're going to do is I'm just going to crop it. So 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. 3, 2, from right here. We're going to crop that. There we go. So this is our new 5x5 square. Since this is the center of it, this is going to be our 5x5 square. So, using this, we have to count the colors within our new 5x5 square. So, how many greens? Well, what I like to do is just copy it first, just to make this easy. Oops. So I'm going to erase these. So, using this, I'm going to just go in reading order of the first color. There's an explanation to that, to count how many G's are there. There is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 greens. How many cyans do we have? 3. How many whites do we have? 3. How many blues? 3. How many reds? 4. So, okay, how many yellows? 1 yellow. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And how many magentas, which is our last color? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 magentas. So, going back to this manual here. You press the color buttons in the order from least to most occurrences according to these following rules. If the serial number contains a vowel, only press the colors that has an even number of occurrences. So let's see, let's look at the serial number here. There's no vowel. If the serial does not contain a vowel, press only the colors with an odd number of occurrences. So we will get rid of all even number occurrences, which is the 6 and the 4. Choose us with these 3 ones. So we want to press these orders from least to most. But what happens if there's a tie? Well, if the colors tie on occurrences, you press the tied colors in the order of the first occurrence in the 5x5 square in reading order, which is why I did it in reading order. So that way these 3s are already ordered, and I don't have to move them. All I have to do is move the 1 right here, and now we get our sequence of colors that we need to press. We need to press yellow, cyan, white, blue, and then finally magenta. So, white, yellow, cyan, white, oh, frozen, give me a second, blue, magenta. And then we're on stage 2. So it's wise to keep those numbers actually to help out. But mostly I can use the center of this as our next starting point and use the 2 next colors. So the next one is white and green. So using this previous one that we used as a starting point, white is 1, 2, 3 clockwise. 3 clockwise is going to be the huge dotted one. So let's see what the difference is. Our x difference from the center is 1, 2. The y difference is 1, 2, 3, 4. So we're going to move down in this case since our y difference towards the center is much higher than our x difference. So we're going to go down. Next is green. Green is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So looking at 5 clockwise, that is this center right here. Well, our y difference here is 0, but our x difference is 2. So we're going to move towards the x difference towards the center. And we get our new center right here, which I'm going to print here. Give me 1 second. Boop. So this is our center right here. Let's see. Right here. Right there. Just crop. There. There's our new center of our 5x5. Now we gotta count the colors again. So we have red, yellow, green, magenta, blue. blue, red, white, green, yellow, red, magenta, green, white, red, magenta, green, blue, cyan, magenta, and finally yellow, blue, white, yellow, red. And that should be all good. Yeah, this looks right. So, let's count how many reds we have, going from reading order. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 reds. How many yellows we got? We have 4 yellows. We can get rid of yellows since we're not using even occurrences. We're only using odd occurrences. But it's much helpful just to see every color so I don't have to repeat myself. Next is green. I got 4 greens. Next is magenta. Is 1, 2, 3, 4 magentas. Blue is 4 blues. Wow, I'm getting a lot of... Sure about that one? 4 blues. White would be next. What else am I missing? Red, yellow, cyan is the last color. Okay, we have 3 whites, and finally, how many cyans do we have? 1. So, looking back at this again. Scenario contains value, but it doesn't. Only presses the colors with an odd number of occurrences. Oh, my bad. I screwed up there. Okay, so press only the colors with odd numbers. So that'll be the 5, the 3, and the 1. So we don't have to worry about the evens. Actually, I didn't screw up. I don't know what I'm saying. And then we got press from least to greatest. So that'll be cyan, white, then red. So now, stage 3. Yellow, green is the last ones. So, using our last and previous one, which was the green, which was right here. Yellow, green. So, first yellow is the marked color from there. So, we're going to move towards this square right here. Well, let's see how much a difference we are. We are 1, 2, 3 in a difference of y, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 in a difference of x from the center. So we're going to move the x distance, which means we're going to go left. And then finally green. Green is 1, 2, 3, another 5. 5 is this thing over there, and so we got to move. Let's see, our y difference is 0 as we stand here, and our x difference is 2, so we're going to move the x distance. And look, we're in the same spot as we were before. So we can press the exact same answer, which is red, white, cyan. So, no, cyan, white, red. My bad. Oop, lagging. Give it a second. And cool sound effects. And you can't play around with it after. So, what would we do as diffuser and expert? Well, as diffuser and expert, I would tell my expert the numbers, not the colors, just the numbers from each of the distance of this triangle here. So this would be 1, 2, 3. So it would be 3, 6, 6, 4. That would be the case because this is pointing to cyan, and that's 3 because it's 1, 2, 3 clockwise, and there's 4, 5, 6, and then go back 5, 4. So let's say, okay, I got 3, 6, 6. Okay, give me a second. 3, 6, 6, 4 is what I would tell the expert. So expert looks on his chart, starting from the 3 spot. Our 3 clockwise is this big dotted one, just right here. So we're going to start in the center of that. And we're going to go towards the 6 clockwise, which is right here in this middle. So let's see. 1, 2, 3 of an x difference and 1, 2, 3 of y difference. They're both the same, so we're going to move diagonal towards the center. Okay, so now we're going to go, let's see. we have 6 again. We are 1, 2 of y difference and 1, 2 of x difference. Both are equal. We're going to move diagonally towards the center, which is we're going to be right here. And then finally, we have a 4. 4 clockwise is going to be this square right here. And we are right here. We have an x difference of 1, 2, 3, 4, and a y difference of 1 from the center. So we're going to move the x difference and go right here. And this is our new center of the 5x5 square. So I'm going to copy that. So get up back my paint here. So we're going to 1, 2, 1, 2. Just going to crop that. Yeah. So this is our new center. So we have blue, green, blue, red, white, cyan, magenta, red, magenta, green, cyan, magenta, magenta, green, blue, yellow, green, yellow, blue, white, and finally blue, cyan, blue, green, red. So starting with blues, since that's the first in our reading order. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We have 6 blues. And how many greens we have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 greens. And let's see how many reds we got. We got 3 reds. How many whites we got? 2. How many cyans we have? We have 3 cyans. How many magentas we have? We got 4 magentas. And the color missing is yellow, so how many yellows we got is 2. So we count how many colors are in this 5x5 square. Let's take a look at the serial number to see which ones we have to get rid of. We have no vowels, so we can only press the odd occurrences. So we're going to get rid of the evens, which is the 6, the 2, the 4, and the 2. So we got 5 and 3 and 3. I'm going to move the 5 down here, and this is our order. Since red and cyan, I already put it in reading order. So we got to do red, cyan, green, which is... Then I would tell them, okay, I got 5, 0, or 5 marked. But sometimes I'll just say 5, 0. Because 0 is basically, I'm right there. So we're back at this starting point. Let's see. Yeah, this is the center where we would left off. And so we got to move towards the 5. 5 clockwise is the one right here. We have an x difference of 1, 2, 3, and a y difference of 1 towards this center of the 5x5 square. So we're going to move towards the x difference, which is going to be right. And then we got 0. 0 is this dash and dots square. The center is right there. So from where I'm at, we are 1, 2, 3, 4 away from that center, and 1, 2, 3, 4 away from that distance of the center. So we're equidistant. So we gotta move diagonally towards that center, and we go right here. And this is our new 5x5 square. And this is very easy to handle. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna just yellow, cyan, red, yellow, green, blue, green, blue, red, white, cyan, magenta, red, magenta, magenta, green, cyan, magenta, magenta, green, blue, and finally yellow, green, yellow, blue, white. So we got a copy of all this. G, blue, green, blue, red, white, cyan, magenta, red, magenta, green, cyan, magenta, magenta, green, blue, and finally yellow, green, yellow, blue, white. So let's count our colors here. First is yellow. Let's go here. We got 1, 2, 3, 4 yellow. How many cyans we got? We got 3 cyans. How many reds we have? 3 reds. How many greens we have? We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 greens. Blues. We got 1, 2, 3, 4 blues. We already did green. How many whites we got? We got 2 whites. Our final color is probably magenta. Just the only color with that. And we have 4 magentas. So since we don't have a vowel, we're going to only press colors with an odd number of occurrences. So we get rid of yellow, get rid of blue, white, and magenta. And we got these, which is cyan, red, green. So we're going to press cyan, red, green. So now I got 5, 2 is what I would relay back to the expert. 5, 2. That's my last sequence. Let's see. Yeah. So 5, 2 is my last. We were right here, dead in the center of this entire thing. We gotta move towards the 5. The 5 is gonna be this one right here. We are a 0 difference of y difference from the center of that, and a difference of 1, 2, 3 of x difference. So we're gonna move the x coordinate. So we're gonna move right towards it. Then finally we have 2. 2 clockwise is gonna be this little center right here. We are 1, 2, 3, 4 x difference, and we are 1, 2, 3 y difference. So we're gonna move the x difference towards that center, and we're gonna go here. And look at that, we're back in the center of this thing. So all you have to do is input the same answer we did last time, which is cyan, red, green. So cyan, red, green. Alright. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to cut the screen here. Boop, boop, boop. And I'll give you if the serial number has a vowel or not. So, serial number does not have a vowel. Just for clear things, if it does have a vowel, you would only press the even number of occurrences. Just for clarification. So, I got 0501. That's my colors flashing. So, start doing your calculations. So I got my first answer. I'm gonna show you in 3, 2, 1. Boop, boop, boop. My first answer is magenta, red, white, green, cyan, which is a lot of colors. So we're going to press magenta, red, white, green, cyan. Alright, since you've already seen the screen, that should be 3, 2. So I'm going to cut the screen again. Let me double check here. Let's see. Okay. Alright, got my next answer in 3, 2, 1. So I have white, blue, yellow, cyan, magenta. So let's see. White, blue, yellow, cyan, magenta. So this is 3, 2, 5, 1 is my last two colors. So kind of off screen again. Let's see. Alright, I got my last and final answer. Showing it in 3, 2, 1. So the only color I have to press is red, since that's the only odd occurrence one in this center square here. So press red. I hope all of you enjoyed this tutorial. Oh, and just for clarification, let me just do one real fast, okay? One, 6, yeah. 1, 6, 4, 2. Alright, so that on the manual. Let's see. Start at 1, go to 6. 6. Is that bold one? 6, I can go there. 4 is next. 4, let's see. 4 is that one right there. So I can go down. And finally 2. 2. Where am I to this? Yeah, I have to go down because I'm 1. Okay, so go down there. And then 2 clockwise is that thing right there. I gotta go down again. So there'll be this square right here. Let me print screen that. Okay, put it. Select 1, 2, 1, 2. Because we want 1, and then we have to go to 6. Just this thing right here. Not that. 1, 2, 1, 2. Copy this. 1, 2, 3. We're going to crop it. So we got red, magenta, yellow, cyan red, cyan yellow, blue, green, blue. Our colors was originally what? Okay, so it was 1, 6, 4, 2 was our colors. And I think I started at the wrong point. I think I started at 0, not at 1. Yeah, I started at 0. Okay. Yeah, I started at the wrong place. Okay. Think I double checked that. So we're gonna go here. We're gonna start right here, then go 6. 6 is the bold color, which means we have to go down. Then we have to go to 4. 4 is that one over there. Our X difference is much higher, so we're gonna go left instead. And then finally 2 clockwise is that one right there. We are 1, 2, 3, 4, and then there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we're gonna move down towards here, and here we are. This is the square we're supposed to look at, not the other one. Copy that. So we gotta do that. What I have to do is just select 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then crop it. There we go. Here's our colors. So green, cyan, white, blue, red, cyan, red, yellow, green, magenta, green, blue, red, white, green, magenta, red, magenta, green, white, magenta, magenta, green, green, blue, cyan. How many greens we got? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 greens. How many cyans we got? 1, 2, 3. How many whites we got? 3. How many blues we have? 3. How many reds we got? 4. So how many yellows we got? 1. And how many? Okay, we already got whites. How many magentas we have? That's a 5. And let's check the serial number. Serial number contains a vowel. There's an I, so we gotta press the even numbers now, so we can get rid of the 3's here. Then the 1 and a 5. So we got 4 and 6, which is gonna be order like this. So we gotta press red, green. So, say if we messed up here. Okay, so the original one is 1642, and we messed up somewhere. So, looks like the sequence doesn't restart. We don't reset the stage and whatnot, it just gives us a regular strike. And we're still on the current stage. Hope all of you enjoyed this tutorial. And until then, keep talking and don't explode.